Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the Builders Diaries, where I build a business and a body at the same time. Today, I'm going to give you guys some health updates a little bit. I just had a call with my bioenergetic practitioner. We went a little bit deeper into my results and what I need to be focusing on to bring my body into homeostasis and balance and, clean up some things that are going on. And then, we're going to get into a couple business updates as well. I'm going to let you guys know kind of where I'm at. I launched my ads. So what happened? Have I made any sales? And I will tell you guys all about that. But first, I wanted to get into, the body. One of the things I did this week, which was really interesting, was I decided to put myself on a watermelon cleanse. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Watermelon Island or watermelon cleansing. And it's basically eating only watermelons for an extended period of time, basically to cleanse out the body. And the thought behind it is that we're giving our digestive tract a break so we can actually focus on healing the body. And you're only feeding it one kind of food. It's very simple, very easy, very hydrating. I was going to the bathroom like crazy, like when I was eating the watermelon. So that's kind of the thought behind it. I told myself I get really bored with one type of food. I don't know how people do it. I can't do it. Like, it's not for me. But I was like, I'm going to do a melon cleanse for 3 days. And I'm just going to eat 100% melon. I'm not going to eat anything else. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are not really heavy weight training days for me. Monday is typically maybe a yoga class. Tuesday is a rest day. Wednesday, I take a really early, heavy weight training day. So only one really weight training day in there that I was doing. And I was like, I think this will be fine. I can do this. So day one, really easy for me. I just ate watermelon. That's all I ate because I got some really delicious. You guys, I had like a 35-pound watermelon. It was 36 pounds watermelon. It was so good. Seeded watermelon from the farm, grew in California, like right down the street from me. Like, oh my gosh, it was like heaven. I still have some and it's so good. Like, it's so good. And then I juiced watermelon. So I was drinking watermelon juice, which is delicious and hydrating, and it's perfect for hot days. So the first day I just really focused on watermelon on Monday. Tuesday, it kind of started to hit me a little bit. I was tracking my food in Chronometer on my phone. So I really wanted to make sure I was eating enough calories, and enough calories for me was at least, 1,300 calories. And I don't know if you've ever tried a melon cleanse, but it's really hard to eat like 1,200, 13, 14, 2,000 calories on watermelon. You have to eat so much melon and you get really full from melon. And so I would eat a ton of melon and I would get really full. And then an hour later I was hungry again. And so it was like, because I wasn't really eating that balanced meal. I came from eating very balanced protein, fat, and carb meals. Higher carbs, but very balanced. It had protein and fat in there as well. Then I went to just eating 100% fruit, which was all carbs and maybe like 3% protein, 3% fat, like very little, and so my body, I was just hungry like constantly. And so the second day, it just hit me and I was like, I'm hungry. I want to work out tomorrow. I want to feel good. I don't want to feel starving. I don't want to start muscle wasting and, like wasting my muscle or losing any muscle because I decided to just do a watermelon fast. Like, I've been working really hard to build this muscle, like I've got this like nice muscle that you can kind of see it in the thing. I don't really want to lose this body, so I got in my head a little bit about it and I said, screw it. And so I talked myself like down from the ledge from going out to eat and grabbing something and spending money. I made a cacao shake and I put a little bit of protein powder in there. I made like a very balanced meal and I felt a little bit better about it. So I woke up this morning, worked out. I'm no longer on my melon cleanse. I made it like almost 2 days. Did not make it 3 days because my goal was 3 days. I was only going to do 3 days. Thursday I was going to be done because I'm going out to lunch with a vendor and I really wanted to, go out and eat. And we're going to be eating at a raw vegan restaurant, but I probably could have stayed on melons actually at the raw vegan restaurant, but I don't know. I just really kind of didn't want to do that. So I failed the melon cleanse. Not for me. I actually posted an article all about my thoughts behind Watermelon Island and my thoughts behind a melon cleanse in my blog post or my blogs. It's all about who do you listen to in the raw vegan world, because I think there's a lot of people out there giving really bad advice. I think there's people that are driving healthy people to go on, 100, 200 days of eating 100% watermelon, and they're just tanking these people's health. So I think there's a problem out there a little bit, but I don't know. If you want to learn more, check out my blog. It's on fitrawlife.com, and it's the one that just says, because by the time you're watching this a little bit, but it says like, who do you listen to in the raw vegan world? I believe that's the title. So check that out if you want to. But yeah, I also just got the call with my bioenergetic practitioner, my holistic health practitioner. I think she's a functional medicine. I don't know what her title is. Like we all have like all these crazy health titles, but I don't know. So we went a little bit deeper, and it made me feel pretty good. Like I am someone that was told when I was 16 years old that I had a liver disease, and it's something that's in the back of my head. I'm over 40. That's when it hit my dad, and it is something that's always in the back of my head. But my liver is doing a lot better. She said that it's drastically like doing a lot better from where it was. So it's like I'm healing the liver. Things are good. It still a little bit needs some, not work, but like it needs a little bit more love still too. Can't forget about that, especially now because I'm going to be going in and killing a bunch of the fungus that's going on. You got to support the liver because the liver is that detoxification organ. So when you're killing things and you're stirring things up, you want to make sure you're supporting those detoxification organs. So I'll be supporting the liver a little bit. I'm going to be taking this this herbal mix. It was called Danda Blend, but not Dandy Blend like the coffee. Danda Blend. It was it's a not a homeopathic, but it's all herbs. Sorry, it's hot in here. I decided that I'm not going to use the air conditioning in my home, so it's hot in here. I have a fan, but I decided that I would try to do this and see if I could be one of those people that doesn't use air conditioning. So we'll see, but this is not a fun challenge so far. It's a little hot in here. So I am going to be for 1 month, for 4 weeks, we're going to go in and we're just going to really hit the body hard and really try to kill the fungus that's going on in the gut. I'm having just gut issues, like stomach issues, off of my challenge, like coming off of that, I started eating just whatever. And I've been really ignoring food combining. I'm not combining my foods properly. So I'm creating these fungal fermentation environments for the body. And it got bad. So I'm like, I need to go take a step back and, go in and clean some things. So for 4 weeks, we're really going to hit it hard with this and get rid of the fungal type conditions. Other people call it candida. I don't really do symptom labels. I don't know. Symptom labels are for other people. But for me, that's fungal conditions going on in the body. Got to clean that up. See if that affects the parasites. Because once you clean up the fungus, the parasites might not have any reason to stay in the gut. So those might just leave on their own. I might not even have to address those after. So working on the fungus first and then the parasites is what we're going to do. Taking a couple herbs, like I'm taking ginger and red clover and evening primrose oil. So I'm taking some, I guess, supplements, but not like vitamins or any of that. I'm going to be addressing that in the diet. I am going to be changing my diet. So I made a decision because I'm curious, with candida, it's, I'm a trained regenerative detoxification specialist, and what I would do with that background is a little bit different than what like a holistic practitioner would do, And so she's kind of very confused of like, how can you treat candida with fruit? And I'm like, how can you not treat candida with fruit? But if I were to go my way, I am on 100% fruit. There is no, maybe a little bit of greens. Obviously, I have some kale, I have some romaine in there a little bit, but I wouldn't be eating many things other than fruit. And I'm like, I'm just not ready. I'm not ready to do that right now. I kind of came off of the challenge that was a little bit not restrictive, but I was eating a lot of just that food, and I want to expand my horizons a little bit, I think, right now, and I'm open to seeing what cooked plant-based proteins will bring in the body. Maybe pulling off of the protein powder a little bit. I think the protein powder might be messing with my stomach, especially because I'm pulling it into the smoothie. And the smoothie is just tons of fruit that's not properly combined. And so I think it's just not working, it's not working, but the protein is working because I love the body and I love the muscle gains I'm getting. So I'm trying to figure this all out, so I don't know, I'm going to be changing. So next week I'm going to start taking, a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of crap I'm going to be taking. But no, I'm going to be taking this Candace something, I don't know, something that she suggested for me to take. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I'm open. That's what I said. I'm always open to different ways because I don't want to say like I know it all and my way is the right way. So I always like try other people's methods, and I will try this for 4 weeks. So what we're going to do is I'm going to really go in, try it this way 4 weeks. I'm going to rescan in 4 weeks and see, okay, did we clean up the candida? Am I good? And if we didn't, if it got worse or if it didn't really do anything, then I'm like, okay, cool. I have to go all fruit. So then that is the like, all right, Kelly, I got to do what I know how to do and what I know works, I know it works. And so it is kind of my backup option, which is interesting. But yeah, I just am not feeling called to be 100% raw right now. And I know the whole series, it was all about like, yeah, raw is so good. I feel so good. And I felt freaking amazing. But right now, I just kind of feel like I don't want to be 100% raw. I'm really curious what the plant-based proteins like tempeh and tofu and, chickpeas and lentils and that kind of stuff, what those are going to do for the body. Maybe bring back in some cooking. I haven't cooked for a long time. Make it a little bit simpler, make it a little bit cheaper. Exotic fruit's really freaking expensive, you guys. I've been spending a lot of money on groceries, so I'm curious to see this change if it's going to make it a little bit cheaper. So yeah, so we'll see. I will kind of keep you guys updated as we go along. It's 4 weeks. What are 4 weeks going to do? Either, help me or hurt. It's not really going to hurt me, but hopefully help me. That's my goal. So hopefully they get helped, but cool. So on to the business. I launched my ads, you guys. I finally launched my Google YouTube ads, and kind of frustrated a little bit with it. I did a 5-day campaign. So my 5-day campaign is $200. It's a video ad. I have 4 different video ads with a different hook at the very beginning. So the different hook, the different like 3 or 4 or 5 seconds at the beginning. Oh man, it's hot in here. Sorry guys. So I launched the ad, and I've had one person sign up for my freebie, and the whole goal is to kind of get people, it's like a lead magnet, here's my lead magnet, here's my free magnet, please sign up here. But I am getting a lot of YouTube subscribers, like a lot of YouTube subscribers. So that's kind of cool. I guess maybe I didn't set up the ad thing quite correctly. I don't know. Maybe I didn't do it right. I don't know like how that works, but I mean, the ad is in YouTube and it's running on YouTube. So I guess people would subscribe. Maybe there's a button, but I'm getting a lot. Like basically so far today is August 7th, and I've already surpassed the amount of subscribers that I added last month. The entire month, I've already added that many subscribers this month and more. So it's going, which is cool. So not quite the results that I was thinking I was going to get, like by all the leads and that. So I do need to take a step back on Sunday when I kind of go through this and assess and really figure out, okay, what do I need to do? Do I need to refilm the ad? Do I need to refilm the end? Do I need to refilm the beginning? Which I think I might be refilming the ad. I think I might actually be changing the ad because I'm curious, because this was cool. It gave me a lot of subscribers, but I'm curious if I have an ad where I'm selling something. So I'm not selling anything in my ad. I'm literally just saying, hey, I have a free guide, get my free guide, get my free guide. Let me see if I can sell my low ticket offer, because it's a low ticket offer. It's under $100. So I'm going to see if I can sell it. So I think I'm going to kind of change the ad a little bit and sell at the end and say, hey, grab my 6-week challenge. The summer is almost over. Look good, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. So I think I might change that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm curious to run the numbers, because Google Analytics or the Google Ads, it's not real time. And so the data that I'm getting is really, really lagged. And so I'm really going to understand how everything did when it's done. But yeah, my click-through rates it's not really what I was expecting. I still have 3 days, so you never know. But yeah, the YouTube subscribers is awesome. So if you guys are one of my new subscribers from one of my ads, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. It's cool. So that part is cool. Maybe that is worth the $200 I'm spending on ads trying to sell a 6-week challenge. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. It's learning though. All of this is learning experiences, and $200 isn't really that much in the grand scheme of things. It's learning, and if you don't get in there and do it yourself and like play with it and figure it out and learn from your mistakes and fail forward, you're not really gonna learn. I'm gonna learn so much by just doing this. Like I did this with Facebook, with my last brand that I was building, my pain-free living brand. I did it with Facebook and it did well, and I learned a lot of money. I didn't spend this much money. I probably spent, I think, maybe like $100 or so, but I got a lot of data. Like I'm getting so much data. I'm getting tons of impressions, you guys. So it's cool, the data that I'm getting. I'm going to be able to take that and really understand, okay, who are the people that are clicking on my stuff? Like, what is their age? Where do they live? So I can really target it on that audience, because I'm not going to say that ads failed me, because it's really rare you ever get it right on the first attempt. Even my mentor told me that. He's like, it's pretty rare you ever get it like right on that first attempt. So got to just take the information and go back and figure it out. And I think this is why I dragged my feet for so long. One of the emotions that came up in my bioenergetic test was procrastination. And I was like, yep, I kept putting off that ad, like, because I just knew that I'm going to spend money and I'm not going to get any sales. And that's exactly what's happening. And it's like, what's the worst thing that could happen? And it's whatever. It's $200. I'll make it up at some point, whatever, like, whatever. I guess I have kind of already made that from the business too. So I don't know, but, yeah, so I've been just being consistent with the content and being consistent with the blogs I'm doing. I'm posting 3 blogs a day, or not 3 blogs a day. That would be a lot. 3 blogs a week, and I'm trying to post about 2 to 3 shorts a week on Instagram and YouTube as well. I'm kind of using the same short, and I actually challenged my client this week to a short off, I guess, because I did really well with shorts last week. Last week my shorts were all over 1,000 views, like 1.8, 1.6 or so for my shorts. So those are good for me. That's pretty good for me. So I challenged my client who's been, in the 200 or 300 ranges for his shorts or reels, I guess. Sorry, Instagram reels. For his Instagram reels, they're a lot lower. So I was like, hey, here's a fun challenge this week. Beat my numbers. And so we're kind of in this like beat my numbers thing. And the one I posted yesterday didn't do very well. So I don't know. My brain doesn't work very well at the beginning of the week. I think towards the end of the week, after I post all my blogs and got my stuff done, then that's kind of when that like creativity starts flowing for the videos that I do. But I got a lot of stuff, like it's, they always say that you need to focus on one thing. And I'm like, I have a lot of things I'm doing. So it's going to start to get heavy, I think, soon. We'll find out. But yeah, that's pretty much all my little updates that I have. I'm excited to jump on to a new health adventure. I've been taking, red clover and ginger like she told me to take. So I've been starting to kind of already started this protocol. I'm bringing things in slowly. So over the next 2 weeks, I'll kind of start to slowly bring in things. I'm taking like evening primrose oil and some other very easy, herbs or I guess supplements. I guess it's kind of a supplement. I don't know. I've taken evening primrose oil before and I really liked it. It made my hair like really, really awesome and it made my nails really awesome. So I'm like, I'll take it again. It supports the hormone in the body and I'm 41. So why not support the hormones? I guess that's not a bad thing. So, all right, guys, take care and I will check in soon with you guys. All right, bye.